Oh yeah, sure, I hit my 7-iron 150 yards. Well, it turns out if you've ever looked inside of a Golf Digest, you're gonna find that tour players always have a what's in the bag segment where the players will list off what they have from lob wedge to driver and how far the ball goes for each club. The yardages those tour players put down is their carry distance, not their total distance, their carry distance. Most amateurs will take their total distance as the number in which they hit a club. Oh yeah, sure, I hit my 7-iron 150 yards. Well, it turns out that player really only hits their 7-iron about 140 yards in the air, maybe 138 yards. So I encourage all of you to find out your carry yardages from lob wedge or sand wedge all the way up to driver, so that way you don't have clubs that overlap one another. Players will have a 3-iron or a 4-iron and a hybrid that go the same distance. When you have clubs that go the same distance, you are wasting that spot of 14 clubs in your bag. The thing that every single tour player does that all of you can do is know how far you hit the ball in the air with every club. And that's the first step in scoring your best, no matter where you play. So today, I'm gonna hit 3 golf balls for every single club in my bag, and we're gonna find out how my gaps look, and hopefully this will show you what you can do at home if you have a simulator or you've got one of the great apps and club devices that can give you data about how far you're hitting the golf ball. In the middle of the season, when I'm playing my stock yardages, I would hit my shorter clubs a little longer than I have thus far. For example, I'd hit my 54 degree about 115, pitching wedge 140, 9-iron 155, 8-iron about 165, and then my 7-iron would go about 175, which is pretty close to what I have right now. Generally speaking, you're going to have about 10 yards between each club. It is important to know, however, that as your swing speed gets slower, the gaps between each club will get a little bit smaller. And the opposite is true, that when your speed becomes greater, you'll see bigger gaps between each club. Killed. It's left. It's left. It's longer.
Smoked.
Drawing.
Solid.
Yeah. Ah.
Solid.
Sometimes you'll hit a shot that isn't quite as solid and you lose like I did there, about 20 yards. So hit another one, and maybe you hit 4 or 5 balls before you find your average once you've taken out the significant missed strikes. Thanks again for tuning in today, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed my gap fitting session and you saw the numbers that I hit it. This is a pretty good representation of how my bag looks, give or take a few yards, when I'm maybe striking it a little bit more consistently. So thanks for joining me today. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button below. And if you can take some good tidbits away from this and improve your game, I'd like to hear some comments to hear how things are going. And if there's anything else I can do to help you guys out there, please let me know.